Today, the general store on 24 is located on Route 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, Jess, what you got today?
All right, here we go. So this is making the headlines. A Florida woman is under arrest after police say that they found a child and multiple animals living in dirty conditions that include fecal matter, bugs, and trash. Police say that they responded to an animal cruelty call at the home of 38-year-old Shannon Morgan. When authorities from the Citrus County Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene, they were overwhelmed with the smell. Inside the home, they found several cages and glass aquariums housing snakes and rodents, along with rats and cats that were loose, running around the house. Morgan has now been arrested on 12 counts of animal cruelty and 1 count of child neglect, and bond has been set at $26,000. Ugh, unbelievable. Also, a Midlands man won a $15 lottery prize, right? Well, he turned that into $375,000.
Wow.
So he reinvested
On
his
DraftKings?
original winnings of $15. And the South Carolina Education Lottery said that the guy won a $15 scratch-off, and he decided to use that to buy another scratch-off, which was the Mighty Jumbo Bucks. And he was there at the SM Mart and ended up being a $375,000 winner. He says, "My hands were shaking," the winner told officials. The man said that winning this big prize has caused him to change his mind about one thing. He says, "I'm always, thinking, well, I'm not going to hit big if I didn't play." So he says that he doesn't want to push it, so he thinks that he's just going to play every once in a while from now on.
Well, by the way, you know the bet that I was tripping about at the Christmas party?
Yes.
Okay, so I had we were at the Voice Radio Network holiday party on Friday night. Okay, we had a real nice dinner.
We did.
Jessica was there with Chadwick. She was there with her date. I was there with my beautiful bride, Trace, and we were there. And Chadwick is into betting.
Yes.
Yeah. And him and I were kind of like, Tracy was next to me, and then it was Jessica, and then it was Chadwick. So him and I are like kind of looking at each other, talking a little bit like in between you guys. And I told him,
the app, and you can't get it in Delaware.
Can't get it in Delaware.
Yeah.
That was where the holiday party was, at an undisclosed location in Delaware.
Yep.
And I was telling him,
takes a picture, and then
yeah,
he's good.
Well, I told him, I said, look, I said Brooklyn. I got to keep up with this Brooklyn game.
Yeah.
And I was looking, and he was like, "Oh, what do you need?" And we were talking. Well, I think I needed Brooklyn to win.
And something with Kyrie.
Kyrie to score a certain amount of points.
Okay.
And which he did. So I had 2. And I had to get him to do 3.5 assists. So 4 assists. Okay. He did 3.
Stop.
He had 3 assists.
Stop it.
Yeah. Once I got home and looked at it, yep.
How do they know?
Vegas.
How do they know?
You know how on Seinfeld, Newman, and I'm always like, Vegas.
How do they know?
It's the same thing with everybody's ticket yesterday, by the way.
God.
Okay, they almost jacked up people's ticket with Dallas.
Anything?
That's the first thing.
Yes. What if?
Okay.
Oh gosh. I was praying.
But they figured this is how I have it all in my head. They were gonna jack everybody's ticket up with Dallas, but then they figured that would be too obvious. So let's go ahead and get them to win, and then we're gonna jack up everybody's ticket with the Steelers.
True. That was a close one.
But everybody picked the Steelers.
Yeah. But also,
and shout out to the Ravens, great win, and I always root for the Ravens. But everybody's ticket this weekend,
I know,
was on the Steelers.
But I thought as well the Vikings Lions. I think that was a ticket breaker.
Everybody's that I talk. I mean, I had the Lions.
You did? I mean, of course.
Yeah.
If I had to,
Detroit,
I didn't do anything. But
no,
if
Detroit's big right now.
If I had to,
everybody's
I was
on
Detroit.
Detroit.
Put the Lions.
Yeah, no.
No, everybody's on Detroit. When Jess is on Detroit,
no, has not,
Jess has a problem.
First off, it has nothing to do with you. But I will say this:
you're like, why are you always stuck on Detroit?
I have come around with Detroit. Yes, I am on the.
Oh my gosh.
I am on the Detroit train. I'm on the D train. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Detroit is for real.
I mean, they're not going to the Super Bowl or anything, but I just like them.
They're going to have some kind of run. They're on it.
We'll see.
No, not
see.
Super Bowl, but they're on a run.
See.
And Tom Brady.
Who else?
Tom Brady.
Done?
he sucks this
They're
year.
6-7.
They came back.
Will they even make the playoffs?
That game yesterday was like the 49ers. I'm also on the 49ers train.
I'm on the 49ers too. I'm watching
Yeah,
them.
the 49ers
I'm
are
watching them.
for real.
Yeah, I'm watching
like,
them very
for
closely.
real.
But now Debo is hurting out, and that's a big
It's
a big thing.
It is.
That is a big thing. So that's something
But
to keep your eye on. I'm not saying that that's like a
But guess
deal
what?
breaker.
Everybody said,
But-
"Oh, Jimmy G's now hurt." That's something. No, it's not. It's not something.
Yeah, they
I mean,
did
it's a
okay.
shame.
They did okay.
It's a shame. They destroyed
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. They did more than okay. They they did phenomenal.
They're looking good.
Yeah, they destroyed. And Brady threw like at least 4 interceptions. I mean, and they are rough. They are a tough, rough team. So
The big question is, will they even make it to the playoffs?
I think they will.
So,
I
and
think
if
they will.
do,
49ers.
it won't. Oh, the 49ers. Yeah, I'm talking about the Bucks.
No, they won't.
That's like the big question.
No, they
that
won't.
They were talking about
After
this
what I
morning.
saw last night, nope.
Yeah.
I thought like, last week.
Tom should have just.
Look, I was talking junk last week. Tom, I don't know. He did because last week
Yeah, he turned up.
he was the old Tom Brady.
Yeah.
This week,
Him and Giselle are going through something.
no, he's divorced. He's
I
done.
know, that don't mean anything.
They're not going through nothing.
That doesn't
He-
mean anything.
She's gone, but this week he's back to what he is this
To
year.
his head.
So, and I saw Gronk on Fox over the weekend.
Yeah.
He's going to be joining his buddy Gronk next year.
Okay.
So I'm calling it right
They'll
now.
be back. They'll be back together.
Yeah, him and Gronk, not him and Giselle. So, but
Wow.
anything else, Jess?
Football was a lot of fun over the weekend. Also, the Ocean City ComicCon was trending, bringing fans together for pop culture fun. The gamers and fans, they flocked to the Roland Powell Convention Center in Ocean City on Saturday. Organizers say that this is the strongest turnout since the event took place in 2013.
Wow.
So
nice.
they say that they will for sure, they went over their numbers from last year. It blew up really, really fast. They're not a real big company, but they're hoping that the support will continue to grow. It was just wonderful. The community support says that they're going to help fight food insecurity as attendees were able to get $1 off their tickets and bring a canned food good. And that was going to help Diakonia shelter in their food pantry. So very, very good. People said they came out. It was very busy. Celebrity panels, different companies, tribute cars, replicas. The list goes on and on and on. But it was a wonderful event that took place in Ocean City.
Nice.
And in Cambridge, there is a suspect now behind bars after being linked to 2 fatal shootings in Cambridge. This all happened on Friday at about 10 p.m. The Cambridge police say that they located Tramell Williams, accused of shooting and killing 24-year-old Tajay Brian Daniels and also 69-year-old Lori Eugene Fields of Cambridge. Police say that both victims were killed on Thursday evening, and they now have a suspect behind bars. The investigation is going to continue. Anyone with any additional information, please contact the Maryland State Police at 410-819-4747.
6:48. It's a Bill and Jessica show. We will go over all the NFL scores from over the weekend next. Right after Rihanna, Lift Me Up. Good morning.